Every 7 minutes, someone in Oklahoma becomes blind or visually impaired. Approximately 50,000 Oklahomans today are classified as legally blind, and another 500,000 have been diagnosed with eye diseases that will lead to blindness or significant vision loss. But at NewView, Oklahoma, our intention is not to instill fear. Our intention, our passion, is to inspire, to empower. By providing employment opportunities, rehabilitation services, community outreach, youth programs, and support, we give back to those who have lost their ability to see, the hope that they have not also lost their ability to have a vision.
I'd always worked in medicine before, and I was really struggling to go back and do that. No one would give me a chance. They called me one day and said, you know, why don't you come up and talk to us? We think maybe we could find a spot for you. We need someone. Someone has left, and it was the most wonderful blessing that came to me.
In addition to employment opportunities, NewView Oklahoma provides specialized vision rehabilitation services for more than 1,000 blind and visually impaired Oklahomans every year. Full-time training, education, and support is available for the very young to the elderly in the everyday tasks that many fear they will never do again. Currently, more than 40% of Oklahomans over 60 who are blind or visually impaired live in a nursing home, many unnecessarily. At NewView, our rehabilitation services help people learn to live independently in every area of life, from teaching basic day-to-day activities such as cooking, eating, and dressing to job placement in the community. Our goal is to keep more Oklahomans safely in their own homes. In turn, doing our part to help reduce the $800 million that age-related eye diseases cost the state each year.
A patient that enters our facility for the first time, for instance, we do a test on a Maya, microperimeter machine that pretty much gives us a very good picture of what someone is dealing with in terms of their remaining vision. With that information, we can adjust lighting, adjust magnification, and perhaps get that individual down to being able to read their pill bottles again, or to be able to take a note, or to write their name. We basically instill the dignity back into our seniors and provide them the tools necessary to remain safe in their homes.
Interestingly, the percentage of people in nursing homes now and assisted living centers with vision loss is about 40%. And when we started our program, we actually went in to assisted living centers and nursing homes to see what those populations were, and it's a huge number of people here in Oklahoma who have been placed in centers because of their vision loss, and that's very unfortunate.
At NewView Oklahoma, we deal with the emotional needs and the struggles of someone dealing with vision loss. We try to ensure loved ones that there is no need to move their mom or their father into an assisted living center, that we can teach them to cook safely, that we can teach them to walk independently with the use of a cane. We can keep them aging in place and delay that process to a time in which they are really needing to move there or wanting to move there. We want it to be their choice, not based on age-related eye condition.
I'm just so hopeful, and I hope that others who happen to be listening to me will not give up hope, but realize that there's so much help out there. Linda and I have only touched the surface. There's so much more that can be done with my own efforts and with others that will help me through this period of my life, which I didn't expect, didn't want, but have to deal with.
I knew I was losing my sight gradually, but all of a sudden one day I waked up and a whole lot more of my sight was gone. There are a multitude of ways, just mundane things that I had taken for granted as a full sight person became very hard for me.
She couldn't match her clothes. She couldn't discern that very well. She was having trouble reading. It was hard for her to see the buttons on the microwave.
Let's look at the second one there and see. And this time, if you're having a hard time with the word, we're going to look down into the right of the word.
All right, is this the second one?
Yeah.
All right. The first time that Kathy Plummer came and introduced herself, she was so comforting that first morning by explaining what had happened to my eyes and telling me some things that I wasn't aware of. And she was so full of passion and love and concern for me that I felt this organization must be wonderful.
I'm a certified occupational therapy assistant. Some of the things that we work with our clients are teaching them about how contrast lighting and magnification can help them in their environment. Also, if they have macular degeneration, we do eccentric viewing, which are reading techniques that will help.
I was really struggling until you gave me those dots. What do we call those?
They're locator dots.
Locator dots.
And we place those right over the...
Oh, I love them. I'm very thankful for them.
We place them right over the number 1, so that you push that and it starts that express cook for a minute.
This is a wonderful machine and helps me read with more speed and accuracy. And I just placed my Bible against the marker there, turn this on, then I turn the TV on. And I want to tell you, I will eternally be grateful to NewView. And by the way, I love that name. It's a positive statement. And I know that I don't have to dwell on what I can't do now, but I'm beginning to do new things in new ways, and I'm dwelling on that and happy that I can.
The purpose of our Older Blind Vision Rehabilitation Program is really to keep our seniors safe and independent and in their homes. We all want to age in place. And we want our seniors to have the best quality of life that they possibly can. And we want them to age gracefully and with dignity, and we want them to continue to do the things that they love to do.
I have experiences every day with clients where I see them go from being very reclusive in their home to all of a sudden becoming independent again, and having a life and having a job and being able to go to the grocery store and cook on their own. With just 6 months of vision rehabilitation, we can take an individual who has completely given up on life and give them life again.
Probably the largest area that we use our volunteers in our youth program. Our summer camp, we need 50 volunteers, at a time to put on a week-long summer camp like we do.
I heard about Owl Camp from his vision specialist.
I was nervous when I first got in the car heading this way to the Owl Camp.
I really wanted him to take away from Owl Camp just that there are other people who have limitations somewhat similar to himself, that he's not the only one.
And I actually met a lot of great friends. I've actually been having a blast.
In that week that he was in Owl Camp, I did see somewhat of a change, because before then, when he's at home, he's always independent on me, not on himself. And when he came home, he started doing more things by himself. So I think that was a very good week for him.
Wherever a person is, with their vision loss, whatever independence means to them, we want to find that place. For some people, independence means employment. For older people, independence means staying in their home. It means not having to go into assisted living. For children, it means being able to participate in the classroom, to be able to have the materials so that they can learn on grade level with the other kids. We're really about giving people the tools to maximize their potential, to meet them where they are and get them where they want to be. That's really what our organization is about.
At NewView, Oklahoma, we sincerely thank you for your interest and invite you, if you haven't already, to get to know us. Because of thousands just like you, we look forward to the next 60 years of giving people new life, new opportunities, and new ways to see through the difficulties of what has happened to the opportunities in what is possible.